Hello everyone, this is Anjali and welcome back to my channel Learning Pillars. And today I'm going to complete trigonometry. First, I will discuss trigonometric identities. After that, I will discuss application of trigonometric ratio, or it is also called height and distance in ICSE board. Okay, and this is the common topic for 10th CBSE and ICSE. Okay, so let's discuss what is trigonometry. Basically, trigonometry is the mathematical calculation about the right angle triangle, because tri means 3 and it is applied only in a right angle triangle. If the triangle is not right angled, then you cannot find the trigonometric ratio there. Okay, so first condition is that the triangle must be the right angle triangle. Okay, so if there is a triangle ABC right angled at B, we can find 6 trigonometric ratio here, which are called sine, cosine, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. Okay, so from here how we can find these? We have a short trick here, which is PBP divided by HHB. Okay, and what are PB and H here? So basically the greatest side, or you can say it the opposite side to the right angle triangle, is H, which is hypotenuse and denoted by H. And what is perpendicular? The opposite side to the given angle, because except B, we have two angle here, angle C and angle A. So there must be two perpendicular. If suppose we have to find sine C or cos C, then the perpendicular will be the opposite side to the angle C. Okay, so in this case perpendicular will be equals to AB, and if we have to find sine A, then the perpendicular will be equals to BC, because angle A is here and the opposite side to angle A is side BC. Okay, so in that case perpendicular will be equals to BC. And if we have to find sine C or the any trigonometric ratio of angle C, then we'll consider AB as the perpendicular. So now look at this trick here. It is PBP upon HHB. You can write it as, you can make any sentence here, Pandit Badri Prasad Har Har Bole, or anything else, and this gives you the first ratio gives you the first trigonometric ratio. The second ratio here, B by H, gives you the second ratio, and P by B is equals to the tangent, or you can say it as tan theta or tan C or tan A, whatever. And the reciprocal, that is B upon P, this will be equals to cot. H upon B will be equals to sec, and H upon P will be equal to cosec. Okay, this is equal to sine, cos and tan. So basically sine is equal sine of any angle, you can write it as sine theta or cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cosec theta. And these are equals to P by H, B by H, P by B. Cot is the inverse of tan, that is B by P. And you can see here that sec is the inverse of cos, H upon B. And cosec is the inverse of sine. So from here you can see that we have three identities. That means we have three rules. If I have 2 and its inverse, then the multiplication of that number to its inverse is always equals to 1. So as like that, sine theta into cosec theta is equals to 1, as they are the reciprocal of each other. And cos theta multiplied by sec theta is also equals to 1. And similarly tan theta cot theta is also equals to 1. Okay, so first three identities are here: sin theta, cosec theta and cosec, and the multiplication of tan cot is equals to always 1. Then we can find 9 other identity from here, and we will get those identity from Pythagoras theorem. And if you know the right angle triangle, then you must know the Pythagoras theorem, because in previous classes, I think from class 6 ahead, we have studied this theorem. What is the theorem? Theorem is the square of the greatest side in a right angle triangle is always equals to the sum of the square of the other two sides. That means if we have a right angle triangle, then hypotenuse square will be always equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, so and you can see here that the ratio of P upon H or B upon H or P upon B is equals to some trigonometric ratio here. So if you divide this by any one of these three, H, P or B, you will get a identity from here. So suppose we divide this equation by H square first. Okay, so dividing by H square on both the side, we have H square divided by H square gives you 1 equals to P square upon H square. You can write it as P upon H whole square, because P upon H is equals to sine theta, and B square upon H square can be equals to cos square. As you can see here, cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So here the first identity, 1 equals to sine square theta plus cos square theta. Okay, or you can write the identity here, sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. But this is not the end of the identity. We have to learn all the form of this identity, because this is very useful in the question. You can learn that sine square theta can be also written as 1 minus cos square theta, because sometime we have to change one of them in the form of other, or you can write it as cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sine square theta. So basically identity is 1 here, but these are two the another form of this identity. And again, if you divide the Pythagoras identity now by, because we have done the division by H square, now suppose we are dividing the equation by p square. So what the result here? H upon p. Now look at the trigonometric ratio. H upon p is equals to the cosecant, or generally it can be written as equals to cosec theta. So you can write it as cosec square theta is equals to 1 plus b upon p is equals to cot square theta. So this is another identity, or you can write it as cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. Or the third form is cosec square theta, take 1 to the left hand side, it will be of negative sign, and this gives you cosec square theta minus 1 equals to cot square theta. And the third and the last identity is divide the Pythagoras theorem by b square, and I'm writing the identity directly. If you will divide h square by b square, you will get h by b whole square. H by b whole square gives you sec square theta. So here we have sec square theta equals to p upon b equals to 10. So this is 10 square theta plus b square upon b square gives you 1. So the third is, or you can say it as the seventh identity. You can write it as sec square theta minus 10 square theta is equals to 1, or sec square theta minus 1 equals to 10 square theta. So if you are confused to remember these in equation, don't worry, we have a trick here. From that equation we have proved. So write the Pythagoras theorem simply h square plus b square, and according to the question just divide the whole equation by p square or b square or h square, then you will get your identity. Okay, so let's discuss some question on this topic. First we'll discuss the question on trigonometric ratio. In these type of question, one of them will be given and we have to find other 5 ratio. Okay, and after that we'll discuss the question on these identities. And be careful that which angle is given, you have to consider the perpendicular and base according to the given angle. Okay, it is not necessary always the vertical line or the standing line is equals to the perpendicular. Sometime this can be also the perpendicular if you have to find the trigonometric ratio of this angle. So let's discuss the question on trigonometric ratio first, how we can find the trigonometric ratio. So suppose question is, if tan theta is equal to 5 upon 12, then find other trigonometric ratio. Okay, and how many trigonometric ratio are there? 6 trigonometric ratio are there, and one of them is already given. So what we have to find? First we'll check that is it equals to p upon b or something else. Now write the trick here, p b p upon HHB, and where 10 comes to the third place 10 comes, and 10 equals to perpendicular upon base. So here it is equals to perpendicular upon base. Now sometimes what the student done, they take p equals to 5 generally and b equals to 12, and they find h very easily, p square plus b square. But in boards the marks will be cut from here. Why? Because this is a ratio, and it is not necessary that perpendicular is always equals to this and base is always equals to this, because sometimes it can be equals to 10 upon 24, because this is also the equivalent ratio here. If you multiplied this by 2 and 2, you will get 10 upon 24. So, or you can write it as 15 upon 36. So what value of perpendicular should be chosen? Is it 5, is it 10, or is it 15? Okay, so you have to take a multiple here. Suppose that is k. So take always k and b is equals to 12k. While this k does not make any change. Why? Because if you will find the trigonometric ratio, then again this k will be cancelled by each other to the numerator and denominator, but you should take this k as the multiple of the numerator and denominator. Now apply h square is equals to p square plus b square. So h square is equals to 5k square plus 12k square (25k square) and 12k square gives you 144k square. It is equals to 169k square. And to find h square, h, you have to take the square root of this, which is equals to 13k. So h is equals to 13k. Now you can find the other 5 trigonometric ratio from here very easily. We have to find first sin theta, which is equals to p upon h and p is equals to 5k. H is equals to 13k, k is cancelled by k, and it is equals to 5 upon 13. And just because of this k is cancelled by k, lots of students take it is equals to 5 and it is equals to 12. That is wrong. You have to always take equals to some multiple of that given number. Maybe it is k or a or generally x, that depends on you. But because the ratio will be always given in the simplest form. So sin theta is 5 upon 13 and cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. So base is 12k upon 13k. So it is equals to 12 upon 13. Then 10 is already given, and cot theta will be the reciprocal of 10. So you can write it directly equals to 12 upon 5. Then you have to find sec theta. Sec theta is reciprocal of this, or you can write it as 13k upon 12k. So it is equals to 13 upon 12, and cosec will be the reciprocal of sine h upon p, which is equals to 13 upon 5. So this is your answer. After this, consider another question. So suppose tan theta equals to 1 upon root 5. Then find cosec square theta minus sec square theta divided by cosec square theta plus sec square theta. Okay, the question is here. From here you can find sec with the help of the identity, because 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. So 1 plus tan square theta is equals to 1 plus 1 upon 5. If you don't remember the identity, then please write h square is equals to p square plus b square, and according to question, because 10 is given, so you have to make 10 here. You will divide the equation by p on both the side. So p square divided p square, b square divided by p square, it is equals to right again p upon h b. So h upon p is equals to cosec square theta is equals to 1 plus p h upon p, cosec square theta is equals to 1 plus, okay, this is the equation for tan square cot square theta. But I have to make tan square, so to tan square, because I didn't erase it because I will need this after this one. I have to find cosec square theta also, so I have written it as well. So if you want to write this equation, you will divide the whole equation by b, because I have told you that tan theta is equals to p upon b. So make here p upon b, so divide the whole equation by b square. So you can see here 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. So I am finding the value of sec square here. So sec square theta is equals to 5 ones are 5 plus 1 equals to 6 upon 5. So sec square theta is equals to 6 upon 5, and from here I have already proved the equation here. Cosec square theta is equals to 1 plus cot square theta, and you know that the cot is inverse of tan. So you can find cosec square theta is equals to 1 plus root 5 square, because the reciprocal of 1 upon root 5 is root 5. So it is equals to 6. Now we have to find this value. So put the value of cosec square and sec square here. You will get cosec square theta minus sec square theta divided by cosec square theta plus sec square theta. It is equals to cosec square theta is equals to 6 minus 6 upon 5 upon 6 plus 6 upon 5, and take LCM to the numerator and denominator. You will get 5 6 is 30 minus 6 gives you 24 upon 5, and 5 6 is 30 plus 6 36 upon 5. And if we have the division of two fraction, then this division will be changed into multiply, but the denominator fraction will be reciprocal. So it is equals to 24 upon 5. This sign is changed into multiplication, but you have to reciprocal it. So it becomes 5 upon 36. Or you can write it as the product of mean, product of extreme. This goes to the numerator, and 5 and 36 comes to the denominator. Now simplify it. 24 upon 36, it is divided by 6 4s are 6 6s are 2 2s are 2 3s are. So the simplest form of cosec square theta minus sec square theta upon cosec square theta plus sec square theta is equals to 2 upon 3. We have left with 2 upon 3. So this is your answer. And if you don't remember, you are not able to remember the identity, then you all know the Pythagoras theorem, use that, okay? So after this, we'll discuss the complements, okay, and the trigonometric table. So first, we'll make the trigonometric table. So what is trigonometric table? Generally, we have some angle, some standard angle, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and then 90 degree. And we have to learn sine 0, cos 0, tan 0, or sine 30, sine 45, sine 60. So what is the method to learn all these? The integer, or you can say positive integer or non-negative integer, start with 0, or you generally can say whole number. So write the number 0, 1, 2, 3 and up to 4. This is the trick to make the table on your own. Now divide each number by the greatest number, which is 4. So divide all the number by 4. Now take the square root of these fraction and you will get the value of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 degree for sine. Okay. If you will take the square root of these fraction, they will give you the value of sine. So I write sine here. So sine 0 is equals to 0 upon 4 is 0 and the square root of 0 is also 0. So sine 0 is equals to 0 here. And what is the square root of 1 by 4? The square root of 1 is always equals to 1 and the square root of 4 is 2. So sine 30 is equals to 1 upon 2. Now simplify it. 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. So under square root we have 1 upon 2. So what is the square root of 1? It is 1. But 2 is not a perfect square, so it will be remain unchanged under square root. So you can write it as 1 upon root 2, which is the value of sine 45. And here again 3 is not the perfect square and you cannot simplify it. And square root of 4 gives you 2. And 4 upon 4 is 1 and square root of 1 is 1. So basically these are the value of sine 0 degree, sine 30 degree and sine 45, 60 and 90. So the first row you have to learn is 0, 1 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, root 3 upon 2 and 1. Now after sine you have to learn the value of cos, and you don't have to do much here. You have to just write the whole row from right to left. So here the value of sine 90 is equals to the value of cos 0. Then after one is root 3 upon 2. And after this 1 upon root 2, then 1 upon 2 and 0. Okay. And you can find 10 here. As you know, 10 is equals to P upon B, or you can write it as P upon B Suppose the denominator and the numerator are divided by h. So p by h is equals to sine and b by h is equals to cos. So you can find the value of tan by dividing sine and cos. So basically tan theta is equals to sine theta upon cos theta. So tan 0 is equals to sine 0 upon cos 0. So 0 upon 1 is 0. And this upon this is 1 upon root 3. This upon this is 1. So tan 45 is equals to 1. This upon this is root 3. And be careful here, 1 upon 0. If any number is divided by 0 that cannot be defined, you can write it here infinity, or you can simply write not defined. Not defined, okay. And the process to find the value of cot will be same as the value of cos here. You have to just rewrite this row from right to left to change the order here. So you have to write infinity first, then root 3, then 1, then 1 upon root 3, then 0. Okay. After this, write the value of sec theta, and sec theta is 1 upon cos theta. So do the reciprocal of cos theta and you will get the value for sec theta. So the reciprocal of 1 is 1 here. Root 3 upon 2 reciprocal equals to 2 upon root 3. 1 upon root 2 is equals to root 2. Reciprocal of 1 upon root 2. And reciprocal of 1 upon 2 is 2. Reciprocal of 0 again not defined because 1 upon 0 is not defined, or you can write infinity here. And the last is cosec. So again the value of cosec will be find in the same manner as cos and cot. So you have to write this in the from right to left, 2 root 2, 2 upon root 3 and 1. So these are the value of 6 trigonometric ratio for given 5 standard angle, which are very useful to find the question. Okay, so let's discuss some question on these angle. So suppose there is a question, sec square 30 plus tan square 45 minus cosec square 60 divided by sec square 60 plus cot square 45 minus sec square or the reciprocal minus sine square 45 whatever. Okay, so you have to put the value of sec, tan, cosec, cot and sine here of the given angle. So you have to learn only the first row, which was value of sine 0 was 0, then value of sine 30 was 1 upon 2, 45 is 1 upon root 2, 60 is root 3 upon 2, and for 90 it is 1. You can find all the value with the help of this only. So sec square 30. Sec square 30, basically sec is the reciprocal of cos. And what is the value of cos? 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay. So basically the value of sine 60, remember we write the value of cos to change the order in the changing order of sine. So the value of sine 60 is equals to value of cos 30. So basically cos 30 is equals to root 3 upon 2, and reciprocal of this is equals to sec 30. So 2 upon root 3 square plus, I will not divide or make or write any formula here. I will find all these value with the help of sine value only. Okay, so listen to me carefully. Tan 45, the value of sine 45 is 1 upon root 2, and you know, if you will write this from here to here, 1 here and this here and this here, so 1 upon root 2 will come under 1 upon root 2, and that gives you the value of cos. Then you have to divide sine by cos is equals to 10. So tan 45 is equals to 1, because 1 upon root 2 divided by 1 upon root 2 is equals to 1. So it is equals to 1. And in first question it will be little difficult, but if you will practice this, it will be very easy, and you don't need to learn many formula here. You have to learn only this and the Pythagoras theorem, h square equals to p square plus b square, and pbp upon hhb. Only with the help of these three we can do any question of trigonometry identities. Otherwise it becomes very confusing and complicating. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, it is not so complicated as it looks. Okay, so now cosec square 60. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine, and we have sine theta is here, sine 60. So you have to write this reciprocal of this 2 upon root 3 square divided by again sec square 60. So sec is the reciprocal of cos, and cos 60 is not equals to this. Cos 60 is equals to this. So you have to write reciprocal of this. So this is 2 square plus again cot 45 is equals to the value of cot 1. So it is 1 square minus sin square 45, here it is. So write 1 upon root 2 square here. So here we have 4 upon 3 plus 1 minus 2 upon, 4 upon 3 again, and divided by 4 plus 1 minus 1 upon 2, and 4 upon 3 is cancelled by 4 upon 3. So we have left with 1 in the numerator, and to the denominator I have 1 minus 1 upon 2 gives you 1 upon 2. So it is equals to 1 upon 4 to the 8 and 1 9 upon 2. So if we have this, so you have to write, or you can say that the division sign change into multiplication while the denominator fraction get reciprocal. So the answer is 2 upon 9. Okay, and only one thing is left in this chapter, that is complement of angle. So let's discuss them. And we don't have many question of complement of angle, but sometimes question can be coming into exam of complement of angle, so we have to learn that, which is complement is if the sum of two angle is 90 degree, those are said to be complement angle. So basically I have to find here sine 90 minus theta, because if theta is the angle, what will be its complement? That will be 90 minus theta, or cos 90 minus theta, or tan 90 minus theta, or cot 90 minus theta, and so on. So there is only 3 rules. What are they? Sine will change into cos and cos will change into sine if you are finding the complement of the angle. So sine 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta, and from the table you can see that also, because I have told you that if you will write the value of cos here, you will write it as 1 root 3 upon 2, 1 upon root 2, 1 upon 2, and 0. So you can see here cos 0 is equals to sine 90, or sine 30 is equals to cos 60. And how you can write 30? It can be written as 90 minus 60, or 60 can be written as 90 minus 30. Okay, so sine theta can be written as cos 90 minus theta, or cos theta can be written as sine 90 minus theta. And the rule is same for tan cot and sec cosec. So tan converts into cot and cot into tan, while sec converts into cosec and cosec into sec. So tan 90 minus theta is equals to cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is equals to tan theta, sec 90 minus theta is equals to cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is equals to sec theta. Okay, so remember these 3 and you can find these very easily. Okay, so discuss the last question of this topic and it will be clear to you. So the question is, let me check from the book. And after that, the chapter is completed. So without trigonometric value, I have to find sine square 28 plus sine square 62 plus tan square 38 minus cot square 52 plus 1 upon 4 sec square 30. So you can see here there is 28, 62, and we don't have value of 28 and 62 or 38, 52. We have only the value for 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. So what we are going to do here, we are going to see that whose sum is equals to 90. You can see here the sum of 28 and 62 is equals to 90. So keep one same and change other. Okay, so suppose I'm keeping sine square 28 same. Okay, then you have to write sine 62 as 90 minus 28. So this is equals to sine square 90 minus 28, because we have a square here. Okay, now again you can see here the sum of 38 and 52 again equals to 90. So you can keep one of them unchanged and you have to change the other. That is your choice, that depends on you completely. You can keep sine 62 unchanged, then you have to change this only. So again I'm keeping the first term same, which is tan square 38 minus cot square 52 can be written as 90 minus 38. 90 minus 38, no? Okay. And plus 1 upon 4. The value of sec square 30. Basically, this is the reciprocal of cos square 30, and cos 30 is equals to sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 upon 2. You have to write the reciprocal of it. So write 2 upon root 3 square. So here sin 90 minus theta. Remember what it gives you. Sin 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta. So this is equals to sin square 28 plus cos square 28 plus tan square 38 minus cot 90 minus theta is equals to tan theta. It is equals to tan square 38 and plus 1 upon 4 into 2 upon root 3 square gives you 4 upon 3. And you can see something is cancelled here. And sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1 plus 4 is cancelled by 4, 1 upon 3. So the answer is 3 ones are 3 plus 1, 4 upon 3. Okay. So this is all for today. And if you like my content, please subscribe and don't forget to share and like the please like my video, and we will discuss application of trigonometry in our next video. This is all for tomorrow. This is all for today. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you so much.